Hi, I'm Brandon, and this time I'm doing a commentary on Qays Mahjoob. I know I've seen this one before because I've seen all the episodes, but I do not remember this guy at all. So maybe my memory will be refreshed as we get into it, but I'm kind of going into it blind, so let's just go.
Cell phone's off. I need the mix in here of the decoy.
With all this technology, a house bristling with hidden cameras, microphones everywhere, and 20 people crammed inside, some glitches are bound to happen. As it did when one of our visitors arrived in his truck.
Hello?
He's in the truck across the street. Can you see it? Walk down a little far. There he is. All right, hold on where you are.
24-year-old Qays Mahjoob, nicknamed Matt, thought he was coming to see a 13-year-old girl.
Oh, I think this is the one where he can hear like the speaker with Frag talking on it. This decoy was on. Piss Hansen did a couple videos. If you go to his channel, his TCAP channel, he actually interviewed her and she talked about this. So it was check out that video if you haven't already.
The decoy invites him inside.
Are you coming? How was the drive?
Mahjoob suddenly hears a walkie-talkie in the background.
What? What's what?
That totally obvious loud sound. She's like, what's what?
What sound?
It was the decoy's walkie-talkie. Instructions to her from inside the house were mistakenly broadcast in the driveway. Mahjoob gets spooked, but he circles around and comes in anyway.
Yeah, sometimes I just wonder what it would take to like really spook these guys. You know, some people see them someone getting arrested, they still come in. He hears like a walkie-talkie, which is a very alarming thing that sounds like police, still comes in.
Why'd you go away?
So I thought it had something to do with police.
I'm not that
It
retarded.
does have something to do with police. You should have believed yourself the first time. You probably still would have got arrested, but at least he wouldn't have had his face shown on TV.
Online, Mahjoob, screen name Long Beach Dude 19, thought he was chatting with a 13-year-old girl. He tells her that he'll perform oral sex on her. "I will show you heaven," he writes. "I love it. I can do that all day."
Something gives me the feeling that a lot of these guys are exaggerating their sexual prowess and that they're probably not as good as they think they are, especially if they've resorted to trying to do this with minors.
Mahjoob asks if she's performed oral sex, asks if she's good at it, and other specifics we can't tell you about here. And remember, he's chatting with someone who said she was 13.
What have you been up to?
Not much.
Do you want to have a seat
Yeah, he's suspicious. He's scanning the room.
or something?
Give me a tour.
Give me a tour? Let's see.
Yeah, I think like some of the guys, they want to check out the house because they want to see if there's anything suspicious. So he's like, give me a tour so I can make sure no one's here. The thing is if there are people there, and there are, you're just going to run into them. Like if there's cops waiting there for you, you're just going to walk right into them. They're going to arrest you. It's not like if you spot the cops before they come out that they're not allowed to arrest you. There's no rule like that. So it's like, yeah, you could look around the house all you want, but if this is a sting, it's still going to be a sting. You're just walking right into it. So I don't know what they really plan to have happen.
Well, this is the hot tub.
Cool.
We can hang out here.
Literally right back here.
Hey, Matt, how are you? Now, Matt, I need to talk to you for a minute. Matt, why don't you have a seat right over there?
But talking is not what he has in mind.
It's kind of funny how this one, the police are so far away. They're like across the street, and the new ones, they're like in the house. Usually these old ones, they were outside the house to arrest them when they leave, and the takedown, the new ones, they're like inside the house. I kind of like these ones where they're outside. It's just a better setup.
He doesn't respond fast enough. The result is a taser shot.
It's like, buddy, I guess maybe he's like in shock from what's happening, but it's like the cops are pointing weapons at you and saying, get down, get down, get down. You've seen enough movies and TV shows to know, like, you should just do it, because otherwise something's going to happen like this.
Get on the ground.
Get him, let it stop it. Get him. Cuff him. Why was it necessary to use the taser on this guy?
I just want to watch that again. Might have to watch it a couple times.
Get on the ground.
Get him, let it stop it. Get him, cuff him. Why was it necessary to use the taser?
Like, you had it coming, man. Like, you can't say that you didn't deserve this. They told you what to do and you didn't do it.
On this guy.
He's already demonstrated that he's not going to listen to the orders of the police officers. A lot of these guys, they are confronted with the reality that they're about to be exposed for what they did, and a lot of them may try violence to get away. The taser was used to prevent any injury to him and also to any police officers.
At the processing center, police find condoms in his car. He's pleaded guilty to an attempted lewd act on a child.
Well, that was a really short one, but I guess they can't all be super lengthy. All right, this video is a little bit too short, so I'm going to go through Qays Mahjoob's wiki page here just so I have some extra content to comment on. I like how they have his quote here is ga. Well, to be honest, that is his best quote, so I can see why they did it. So, aftermath. Mahjoob ended up pleading guilty to one count of lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14 years of age. Even though he avoided jail time, in March 2007, he received a sentence of 3 years probation, 60 days of Caltrans cleanup, and lifetime registration as a sex offender. He finished his sentence in 2010 and is still listed as a sex offender in California. Yeah, I hate it when the guys don't get jail time, but no, I guess it's not my judgment to make. On April 4th, 2013, a mother and her daughter had spent the day at Disneyland. Where's this gonna go? The two returned to their car and left Anaheim around midnight. An hour later at 1 a.m. on April 15th, 2013, while at a traffic signal that was red near her residence, the woman came to a stop. She then noticed a car which Mahjoob was driving coming towards her on the opposite side of the road. Mahjoob's vehicle struck her car head-on while its headlights were on, sending it spinning out of the turn lane and off the side of the road, inflating the driver's side airbag. The mother and daughter suffered severe injuries in the collision and were rushed to UC Irvine Medical Center by paramedics. Doctors performed surgery on the mother's foot. The daughter required back surgery after having emergency stomach surgery. Mahjoob suffered injuries to his head and left hip. Mahjoob was a little disoriented and smelled of alcohol when paramedics arrived on the scene. He was taken to the Western Medical Center where tests on his blood and urine showed he had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.22, over 3 times the legal limit in California. Good Lord, that's horrible. He was imprisoned for 159 days before being let out. Mahjoob was found guilty of 2 felonies related to DUI and given a 15-year prison term, of which 4 years were served for the injury he caused to each victim and 7 years for his prior conviction in the Long Beach sting. Okay, so I guess he finally got punished for it. In April 2016, he filed an appeal with the California Court of Appeals regarding his conviction, claiming the medical staff had breached his civil rights by not adequately sanitizing their catheters and needles. Oh, shut up, Mahjoob, you freaking idiot. He also said that the blood alcohol concentration tests were erroneous and his previous conviction should not have been taken into account. His verdict and sentence were fully upheld. Good. He was incarcerated at the Avenel State Prison and was eligible for parole in 2015. However, in 2014, his parole was granted. Mahjoob now resides in quite a large house in Orange County. If he commits one more serious felony, he faces a mandatory sentence of 25 years to life because of the 3-strike law in California. So it's good to see he got some kind of severe punishment. It's unfortunate that 2 innocent people were harmed in it. Hopefully they're doing okay. Mahjoob is the second predator to be tased by the police, the first being Marvin Harrison Smith II from the Forts in Georgia episode. Danny Miura would later state in an interview that Mahjoob urinated on himself after being tased, and that the sound of him doing so was picked up by Dateline's audio equipment. They really should have mentioned that in the actual episode. That would have been entertaining to see and hear. All right. Anyway, that's enough for Mahjoob. I will see everyone next time.